Hello, everybody. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. And yesterday, when I was at the senior center, my friend came up to me. She makes jewelry, and she says, Terry, I need some help. My hands are just really hurting me lately, and I want to finish these pieces. Now, she had most everything completed, but there were a couple of pieces that she wanted to add earrings. And so today I'm going to show you one pair of earrings that I am making for this set right here. And of course I need my flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, and some wire cutters. And I'm going to be using 20 gauge wire. And we're just going to wire some pearls together and put them on some ear wires. They're very easy to do. So the first thing I got to do is find the end somewhere. All right, there it is. Straighten it out. And I need some ear wires. Let me get a couple of those out. And now I'm just going to take two beads and put them on the ear wire. And let me see, how am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and I've got probably a good 6 inches, 5 or 6 inches of wire here, because I want to wrap the beads, and then I want to put some wrapping in the middle of them and at the top. So I'm just going to draw up my wire and wrap it around a couple of times. And it's kind of give it like a spacer bead effect there. It's just a messy wrap. Once I've gone a couple of times around, I'm going to take the other bead and put it down and squash it down there. And then I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times on the top here, the wire, and draw it up together and clip it off. And then I'm just going to take these two wires and I'm going to twist them. I'm going to twist them pretty tight. And they don't have to be a neat twist. I just want basically one wire here. And before I complete this earring, I am going to do the other earring so that these wires will match. So I'll get some more wire here and put the beads on. And although I am going to try to match as much as possible, these are not going to be an exact match because I'm human, I'm not a machine, but I like it that way. It's one of a kind. You know that it's handmade because they're not identically exactly alike. So anyway, I'm wrapping around in the middle here. Just a couple of times around. And then I'm going to draw down that bead and smush it down. And then I'm going to take this and wrap it around and then just trim it off. I want to make sure these are pretty close. They don't have to be exactly close, but you don't want them like one's 1 inch and one's 5 inches. You want to make sure they're pretty close, the same size. And then we're just going to twist again. Now you'll notice these are not exactly the same, but that's okay. You're really not going to tell that they're that much different. But I want to make sure these are tight here. So I'm just taking my pliers and just kind of twisting just a little bit just to make sure that the wire is tight on those beads. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to wrap a messy loop. Just go around and around and around. Now, if you don't want a big amount of wire on the top there, you can trim that off or just don't have as much. I wanted something kind of big, almost to give it a bead effect on the top there. And the ends here, I'm just tucking them in so they're not going to scratch on the side of the person's neck that's wearing these. So once they are all tucked in, I'm going to do the other earring And just wrap around and around and around. And then tuck those wires in. And sometimes you may do one at a time there. Just depends on whatever's easier for you. And see, I can still feel little loose ends there, so go back to tucking. All right, and they look pretty close to the same, so all we need to do now is carefully open up the loop on the ear wire and put the loop of the earring in there and close her up, and you're done. Now, I could have used some jump rings, some jump rings in there, and they would have been a little more danglier, and they would have hung down more. I didn't want that look. I think this is fine. Now, if that would have been too wide to fit in that loop, I would have had to do that. But I like the way these are coming out. These are all done and they're ready to give to somebody. I believe that's what she's going to do, is gift them to somebody. And this necklace is really pretty. You just tie it in the back, and you could even tie it on the side. I wonder if it would hang right. But if you've got short hair, something like this, to put a pretty bow in the back and let it hang down would look really nice. But anyway, this is a fun little set, and I can't wait to give it to her to give to somebody else. I want to thank y'all for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.